Hello everybody and welcome to the Grammar with Speaking course. We are now in Unit 6. Unit 6 is about the past simple, but first let me give you some advice about the verb to be. It's incorrect to use auxiliaries with the verb to be. For the present simple of the verb to be, we use is, are, isn't, or aren't. It's incorrect to use does or do or doesn't or don't. It's incorrect. The same thing happens with the past simple of the verb to be. The past simple of the verb to be is was, were, wasn't, or weren't. We never use didn't or did. It's incorrect. Okay? Well, let's start now with the explanation of the past simple. We use the past simple for finished actions in the past. And also, we have some markers that are proof that we are using a past simple. These markers are, for example, yesterday or last, as in last day, last week, etc., or ago, as in 2 days ago, 2 minutes ago, etc. Now, for example, an example of a past simple could be I saw you yesterday at the bakery. Okay, this unit has two areas. One of them is about regular verbs, and the other one is about irregular verbs. Now, to form regular verbs, it's very easy. You just have to add ed to the verb. And so, for example, the past of play is played, the past of jump is jumped, the past of dance is danced, and so on. And for the negative, we just put didn't and the verb without to. Now, for irregular verbs, it gets a little more difficult because any irregular verb is different from the other. So how can we learn the irregular verbs? Well, we just have to memorize a list. We have to learn them by heart. I know it's difficult, but if you study, you can do it. Okay? So, for our regular verbs, for the affirmative, we learn the list. And for the negative, again, we put didn't and the infinitive without to. Okay, this list of irregular verbs is normally is a list with 3 columns. The infinitive, first column is the infinitive, second column is the past simple, and the third column is the participle. In this unit, we are just going to need the second column with the past simple, but you need to learn all the list to properly use all the verbs. Normally, these lists are ordered alphabetically, but I have posted my own list in the materials course area. You can download it. In this list, I have put different verbs, irregular verbs, in different boxes. Why? Because I ordered the irregular verbs by similar sounds and put them in different boxes. This way, you learn the verbs by the sound, and this will help you to memorize the verbs better. So, for example, in the first box, you have verbs like blow, blew, blown, grow, grew, grown. know, knew, known, throw, threw, thrown. These are different verbs, but with similar sound. In next box, you can find verbs like break, broke, broken, speak, spoke, spoken, steal, stole, stolen, choose, chose, chosen. In next box, you can find verbs, for example, like learn, learned, learned, mean, meant, meant, burn, burnt, burnt, dream, dreamt, dreamt. Again, different verbs, but similar sounds. This will help you to memorize the verbs much better. Okay, well then, I think the explanation is finished, so we can continue with the speaking practice. So let's ask ourselves some questions. First question, for example, when was the last time you bought an ice cream? Well, I bought an ice cream last summer. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you again. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you want an advice, just pause the video, answer the question, and then listen to my answer. And this way, you can compare and correct mistakes.